In today's world, it's hard to evolve into a mountain of debt. The minimum payments barely cover the interest. Your once perfect credit score is in shambles. The freedom has become a prison of monthly statements and mounting interest charges. This pattern repeats itself millions of times across America. Credit card companies spend billions on marketing to paint a picture of limitless possibilities. But their true business model relies on human psychology and the tendency to overspend when using plastic instead of cash. Behind the scenes, sophisticated algorithms track spending patterns and identify the most profitable customers, not those who pay in full, but those most likely to carry growing balances while making minimum payments. The truth is stark. Credit card companies don't see cardholders as valued customers. They see them as potential revenue streams to be maximized through a combination of high interest rates, clever marketing, and carefully crafted terms and conditions that few people fully read or understand. Credit card companies employ teams of behavioral psychologists to study how to make you spend more. Those reward points? They're designed to trigger dopamine releases in your brain, making you feel good about spending. The minimum payment option? It's calculated to keep you in debt as long as possible while maximizing interest charges. People spend 12 to 18% more when using credit cards versus cash. Credit card executives often brag during meetings. The further removed people are from physical money, the more they'll spend. That's why they push contactless payments and digital wallets so hard. Behind closed doors, senior marketing executives openly discuss their psychological manipulation tactics. "We're not selling credit cards. We're selling dreams and desires," they say. Every marketing campaign contains carefully designed psychological triggers. When consumers see words like interest-free and cashback, their ability to think rationally decreases significantly. The credit card industry operates like an elaborate magic show, with cardholders as the unsuspecting audience. The tricks are subtle but effective, from the weight and design of the physical cards to the carefully worded promotional materials. Everything is engineered to bypass rational decision-making and appeal directly to emotional impulses. The credit card industry's most profitable customers aren't the wealthy elite. They're the middle-class workers who gradually sink into debt. Through years of data analysis and psychological research, they've perfected the art of the subtle trap. Consider a typical case. A young marketing manager receives a new platinum card with an enticing 0% APR offer. Perfect timing, they think, eyeing that designer bag they've wanted. What they don't notice is the microscopic text explaining that a single late payment will trigger a 29.99% penalty rate. 3 months later, a delayed paycheck causes them to miss the due date by 1 day. Their $3,000 balance suddenly begins accruing nearly $900 in annual interest. The credit limit increases are another masterclass in manipulation. When cardholders receive notice that their limit is doubling to $20,000, they feel proud, like their bank is recognizing their responsible behavior. In reality, the algorithms have identified them as someone likely to gradually increase spending if given more credit. Within a year, their balance creeps up to $12,000. The fee structures reveal the industry's true nature. Banks don't just passively collect late fees, they actively engineer situations to maximize them. Some process payments as late as 11:59 p.m., ensuring anyone paying on the due date risks missing the cutoff. Others deliberately mail statements close to due dates, shortening the payment window. But perhaps their most insidious creation is the minimum payment trap. By setting payments at just 2 to 3% of the balance, they ensure customers who only pay the minimum on an $8,000 balance will spend over 25 years and $12,000 in interest before becoming debt-free. The math is brutal, but that's exactly how they designed it. The credit card industry's tactics are sophisticated and predatory, but understanding them is the first step to protecting yourself. A former credit card executive turned consumer advocate shared these essential strategies that can help you stay in control. First, treat your credit card like a debit card. Never charge more than you can pay off that month. The moment you start carrying a balance, he warns, you've fallen into their trap. A $3,000 purchase at 24.99% APR will cost you an extra $750 in interest if you take a year to pay it off. Second, ignore credit limit increases. When they raise your limit from $5,000 to $15,000, they're not doing you a favor, explains a banking industry whistleblower. Their data shows that 78% of people who accept limit increases end up in serious debt within 18 months. Keep your limit low to avoid temptation. Third, automate your payments for the full balance, not the minimum. A financial counselor who's helped hundreds escape credit card debt explains, set up automatic payments for the full amount on every card. This forces you to stay within your means and prevents the psychological trap of minimum payments. Fourth, use cash for discretionary spending. Studies show people spend 43% less when using physical cash versus credit cards. Create a monthly cash budget for non-essential purchases. When the cash is gone, stop spending. Finally, remember that rewards points are designed to make you overspend. A 2% cashback reward means nothing if you're paying 24.99% interest, notes a consumer protection attorney. The best reward is staying debt-free. These strategies have helped thousands break free from credit card debt. One former victim shared, "I was $32,000 in debt across 5 cards. Following these rules, I became debt-free in 2 years. Now I use credit cards for convenience, but never carry a balance. The freedom feels amazing."